Bro, don't worry.
Don't text my phone. Don't text. Excuse me?
I don't know you, bro.
Stop playing. Listen, at the end of the day, I promise you, on my life, on my fucking life, on everything in my life. All you had to do was shut the fuck up.
Future is not Future from 10 years ago.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. B.O.A. Yep, I got time today. Future, Southern rapper, Future, successful Southern rapper, Future, has bragged about and shown that he is willing to smash, unprotected, and impregnate multiple women. And his standard is not very high at all because he didn't want to cut her, but the Molly made him cut her even though she average, which means that his choices of tools for inebriation caused him to make decisions that he probably wouldn't make otherwise with the women he's going to be with. Well, now all of this traipsing around all of these years has come back to bite him. And we'll talk about some reasons why after we watch this clip of this IG model who could just be talking and all of that. You know, women make things up, but she got that fool on a phone call going back and forth with her. And here's the thing. You're going to hear what he says, but it makes you wonder, wait, if you don't know me, why we on the phone going back and forth? Y'all check it out.
Instagram with it, okay? I will go to Twitter with it. I will go to ever social. Listen, babe, who are you playing with?
Bro, don't worry.
Don't text my phone. Don't text. Excuse me?
I don't know you, bro.
Stop playing. Listen, at the end of the day, I promise you, on my life, on everything in my life. All you had to do was shut the fuck up. All you had to do, you keep on playing with me over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're gonna learn. I promise you, because I'm gonna teach you. I promise I'm going to teach you.
Now, you heard him just say it, learn what? I don't deal with you. I don't deal with you as a far cry from I don't know you. See, what y'all got to understand as men, you got to have a standard, bruh. You got to have a standard. Like, what is the problem with having a standard? Like, why don't y'all want to have a standard? Like, why don't y'all want to deal with women who respect themselves? Why don't y'all want to deal with women who ain't making, cash exchanges for their box on the internet, dog? Why don't you want to have a woman that you can't just jump in her DM and offer her money to fly out, dog? You're a rich man. Don't you understand that every woman wants a rich man? Now, you may not be every woman's flavor, but you can do better than this. But this is what happens when you can't control your wood, man.
Bitch.
Now, her name is Gorgeous Doll. And you see what she called him right at the end? You know there's no respect, bro. A woman didn't just call you that, bro. I wouldn't even deal with a woman who would ever let that slip out of her mouth toward her, man. Like, a woman could call you stupid ninja or whatever. But when a woman call you the B word, dog, when a woman call you that, come on, bro. The level of respect, not just for you, the level of respect she has for men is non-existent. But let's see who she is, man. She's a model, recording artist, exotic dancer, and social media influencer. All of the things that represent she for the streets. Before viral spat with Future, she accused Lotto of having her attacked over comments made about 21 Savage. She claimed the attack caused her to miscarry. Their feud escalated when Lotto left a cryptic comment under a social media post, prompting Gorgeous Doll to respond on TikTok. She shared a screenshot of her remark, calling it a confession, accusing Lotto indirectly admitting to the assault, blah, blah, blah. But you got to think about the energy of this woman. When you have this type of energy, you pull that type of energy to you. But let's look into Future. I made content about him saying how he was still smashing Ciara while she was married to Russell Wilson. And some people may say he's wrong, but I'm going to be honest with you. The way it looks in the eyes of the Most High, Russell Wilson is with Future's wife. If Future didn't put her away and give her a bill of divorcement and tell her, I don't want you, if Future didn't leave her, if she left, she still belongs to Future. And that's probably why he could come out and say, and I still smash on C, and she don't say nothing. Think about this. Here's a married woman with a husband in the public eye with a reputation as a good guy. Don't you think if that man was lying, she would come out and file a defamation of character lawsuit? Don't you think that? Don't you think Russell would be filing a defamation of character suit? No, Russell don't care if she's still smashing Future. He just want his wife. He believes he's winning because he's taking care of that man's son, even though that man may be cracking his wife from time to time, his legal wife. But I want y'all to understand something. The fact that Future put it out there like that is not very masculine. To say anything about any woman you're smashing is not very masculine. That's why you see the smartest men with the greatest relationships, they keep their relationships offline. Lorenz Tate did a piece of content about him, keeps his relationship offline. Mars Chestnut did a piece of content about him, keeps his relationship offline. You got to keep your relationships offline. And if you're always running your mouth about what's going on, this is what happens. You run into women who run their mouth because your energy attracts the energy of a woman. Whatever energy you have as a man, you're going to draw that energy. That's just what it is. You're going to draw that energy. And a lot of times y'all don't understand this. That's why becoming the best version of yourself is so important. It's very important because if not, you end up with something like this, right? So here's this woman who was pregnant with somebody's kid, had a miscarriage, got jumped. Listen, she's pregnant at a club. That's your first sign. She's pregnant at a club where they smoke and drink, mostly smoke, and she doesn't care. Why? Because if you're dealing with a certain level of woman, she has no respect for anything. She don't have no respect. She has desires for a bunch of things. See, if you live your life just based on desires, you're going to get caught up in a bunch of stuff. You're going to get caught up in a bunch of stuff. You're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to waste a lot of resources. You're going to do a lot of things that shouldn't be done because you can't bring yourself to accept the fact that you don't have standards. Most of y'all don't even know what the word standard means. Like, you got to have a standard, man, a high standard. You got to not be willing to accept less than what you want. And a lot of time, y'all problem is y'all judging your women value by her beauty and not her content of character. I promise you, if you would allow yourself to start judging women by their content of character, you will realize that some of the women you're looking at physically who you think are 5s and 6s, they're actually 8s. When you have this blinder on that's causing you to look for a certain thing physically, let me tell you something. You know you got blinders on if what you're looking for physically, a lot of women have it because it's cookie cutter. It's easily achievable. Authentic, natural beauty is an individual thing. And if you can't look past the BBLs and the lashes and nails and all of these things, then you're going to continue to try to be with women who are only made for smashing. That's just the reality of it, man. If you want something more than that, and any man that's in his 40s or 50s, you should. If you're in your 40s and 50s, man, you still out here trying to be a player, man, you crazy. It don't make sense to be doing that. Because just like every other body part, every other body function, you only got so many ejacs, boy, before you need some help. You only got so many heartbeats. You know what I'm saying? You only got so many breaths you're gonna take in life before it's over. That's how the body functions. And if you overuse something, it's like if athletes always end up with joint issues and all of that. Why? Because overuse. Their joints wear out before everything else because they overuse them. They abnormally use them. And if you're out here traipsing around, laying down with all these different women, you're gonna end up like Future. Let me tell you what Future's hitting right now. Future is not Future from 10 years ago. He's the same guy, but he's older now. He's older, flexing a dad bod. I saw that boy in the interview, man. The boy had a coat on with no shirt on, man. He kept closing the coat because his belly was fat. He didn't even feel comfortable. And when you get to that point, when you don't feel comfortable with yourself, your confidence wavers. So now we hear women like this come out when you don't value yourself enough to prioritize yourself, your true self, over your desires. Your desires are not your true self. They're your 5 senses dictating to you that what you see, hear, taste, smell, and touch should take precedence over everything in your life. Don't let your future be like Future.